Now, you sexy single ladies may have noticed that there are just a few things that trigger a man to just absolutely turn him on in ways that you never even knew possible. But over the years, you might be assuming that it is all visual cues, but I'm here to tell you that there are actually 5 different ways to turn a man on that actually have nothing to do with what he sees. Keep watching. Hey there, Adam Littleton from sexyconfidence.com, where I help you create your love story. And in this video right now, we are going to be talking about a few different things you can do to spice things up a little bit. And the coolest part about this video is you're not going to have to change anything physical about yourself, because these things that are going to turn him on are going to be all about emotional triggers. They are going to create a little bit more intimacy in the bedroom so you can start connecting on a much deeper level. And if you want more videos just like this, please give this video a like if you're watching on YouTube, or a heart if you're watching on Instagram. And also don't forget to subscribe or follow me on either of these platforms, because we have a ton of great content coming to you very soon, all about how to turn men on and how to connect with guys in the bedroom. So let's jump into it and let's get a little bit freaky. Number 1 is using a soft, sexy, feminine voice tonality when you're talking to them. Now, there are a lot of experts out there who talk about body language whenever it is that you're trying to connect with people, but not enough body language experts talk about the power of voice tonality. When I used to coach men on dating, I would really work with them to project their voice in a more masculine way. And for women, when you want to really turn a guy on and really start presenting your more feminine energy to him, start working with your softer and more feminine voice tonality. I assure you, this is what is going to draw him in and really create what we call masculine and feminine polarity. And what that means is when you start stepping into your feminine energy, it's going to unleash his masculine side. And the more masculine, feminine polarity that exists between the two of you, the more sparks that are going to fly in the bedroom. So try it the next time you're with him. Try slowing things down a little bit, being a little bit softer with your voice, and even whispering into his ear. And I assure you, it's gonna turn him on more than you could ever imagine. Number 2 is try blindfolding him. Now, this is the ultimate in removing any type of visual stimulation, because by obviously putting on blindfolds, you are removing any ability for him to see anything. And it's going to build so much mystery, so much anticipation as he's waiting for what it is that you're actually gonna do. And this is going to trigger him in a way that he really hasn't felt before, because most guys rely on visual stimulation when they're getting turned on. And then once he has the blindfold on and he can't see anything, the only stimulation he can actually focus in on is physical stimulation and what it is that you're doing with his body. So if your guy's open-minded to this, go ahead, give it a shot. Number 3 is what I call changing the dominance dynamic. Now, usually in a sexual relationship, one person tends to be more dominant and another person tends to be more submissive. Now, if you tend to be more submissive when you're sleeping with your guy, try changing the dominance dynamic and being the dominant and really taking charge in the bedroom. Or on the other hand, if you tend to be the more dominant person who's kind of taking charge in there, really learn to step back and allow him to kind of take control and really give over that control in the bedroom. It's going to turn him on because it's going to just completely change the dynamic within the relationship. Which leads me to number 4, which is all about breaking the routine. Have you ever wondered why vacation sex is just so good? Of course, it's because it breaks the routine. It allows you to kind of step outside of the kind of standard things that you're doing in your life and allows you to experience each other in a totally new environment. But you don't need to go on vacation to be able to break the routine. I mean, you could try new positions, or you could just try new toys maybe in the bedroom. And this can be an easy way to break the monotony of just everyday life. And finally, the 5th way to turn a guy on is when you truly love your body. Now, this might not be as easy to implement as all the other things I'm talking about in this video, but it is so important. Men are attracted to confident women who look in the mirror and they love their body, their imperfections, and are willing to accept themselves, especially when it's in the bedroom. And on the flip side, when a guy is with a woman who he is actually attracted to, and that woman is always trying to hide herself or isn't comfortable with her body, it actually ends up being a turn off because he doesn't understand it. He's attracted to you, but you're not attracted to you. So it's time to stop being so tough on yourself. We all have imperfections. We all have things that we want to change about ourselves. But don't forget this, if he is with you sexually, he wants to be with you because he's attracted to you. And yes, you probably will always be your worst critic, but what I ask you to do is kind of tone that back a little bit. So now that you've heard the 5 things that turn guys on the most, I want to hear from you, and I want you to give us guys a little bit of advice. What turns you on the most in the bedroom? Comment below. And also, if you want a little bit more help being able to tap into that feminine energy, I have a course in the Sexy Confidence Club called the Feminine Charm Code. And you can get that as well as a dozen of other courses, all part of the Sexy Confidence Club membership. We'll leave a link in the description, or you can check that out at sexyconfidence.com. So thank you so much for watching, and I will speak to you, you sexy single lady, next week. Bye-bye.